The Pacific Northwest Kiwanis History Series is presented by District Historian Patrick Ewing.
Which came first, lieutenant governors or divisions? It's sort of a trick question because it depends on what you mean by lieutenant governor. The idea of dividing this district into what we now call divisions and assigning people to service them was the vision of Louis de Camp-Barre, PNW's fourth governor. In 1922, 4 divisions, as we would now call them, were created: British Columbia, Eastern Washington, Western Washington, and Oregon. At the same time, 4 people were assigned as regional directors for those divisions. 2 happened to be lieutenant governors, but the other 2 were past Governor Charles Riddell of Seattle and C.C. Lantry, a person who wasn't even on the board, although he would later become governor. The first lieutenant governors were not what we consider the position today. They were ranked first and second, and the position evolved from the vice governor position. Lieutenant governors were elected by the entire district rather than by a division. At the 1923 district convention, the number of lieutenant governors was increased to 4 to match the number of divisions, and they were no longer ranked. Regional directors were eliminated, lieutenant governors were given the role of leading divisions, and lieutenant governors would be elected by their own division rather than by the entire district. In 1926, we saw the first of several waves of division realignments. It was also the first rejection of rigid provincial and state boundaries in favor of a more population center-based approach. There were now 7 lieutenant governors for 7 divisions, a premise for a musical if I ever heard one. Over the years, the number of divisions would grow, and when I was governor in 2009-2010, there were about 10,000 members in 340 clubs and 47 divisions. The number of members and clubs peaked in the late 80s and early 90s, and since then have been declining. In recognition of this, many divisions have merged. As of 2020-21, the number of divisions in the Pacific Northwest has fallen to 35, and when this Kiwanis year ends, the number will fall to 30. While Kiwanis membership has been on the decline, this isn't the first challenging time in our history. We formed during World War I, and soon after faced the Spanish flu. The organization was taking off, but then took a huge hit as a result of the Great Depression. But Kiwanis moved past those calamities and started to rebuild. That lesson shows that with perseverance, determination, and a shared vision for helping others, we can help our organization grow again. Visit KiwanisHistory.com for more information and free resources.